Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. And if you're new here to the channel, welcome. Here at Daily Draft we post 3 drafts of the most recent set, which in this case is the Brothers War, for you to consume each week. Am I a professional player? Absolutely not. But do I enjoy drafting and love sharing the love with you? Absolutely. I know that not many of you can draft as often as I do, and I just want to go ahead and share as many drafts as I can with y'all, and I really appreciate you being here today and love for you to stick around and enjoy the draft here with me today with Steel Seraph, 6 mana, 5/4, flying, gives things flying vigilance, lifelink, 3 mana, 3/3 flying vigilance. I mean, it kind of does everything. White is not really a great color in this set, but Steel Seraph is a reason to be drafting white, and honestly, if you have just a big mana deck, you don't really have to be white, necessarily. Although, having the buy out of the 3 mana version of this is also quite good. So we're just going to go ahead and take the Steel Seraph here, and go on from there. Ooh, Mind's Eye. This is not the format for Mind's Eye, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be the one to try to take this. I mean, what else is there? Steel Seeker is good. Rager is fine. Mutt is good. I mean, we have to be in like a super control shell to play this. I mean, this is probably the responsible pick, but this is the fun pick. And we're all about having fun here. That can't be good, right? I mean, that's just so incredibly slow. I think I'm going to take the Steel Seeker. I mean, Mind's Eye is cute and all, it's just so slow. All right, so if we are in a green-white kind of deck, if we're thinking that's what we want, then Artifacts ETBing is what we want in that kind of deck, and cards like Energy Refractor, potentially Burnished Heart, are both pretty good. I mean, this card is just so slow in this format, and I don't know if it's really that... It's a pretty good curve with, like, Steel Seeker into Burnished Heart. Nice ramp up to Steel Seraph. I really do like Energy Refractor, though. And I think I'm going to take the Burnished Heart here, and I might regret that, but alright, Heavyweight Demolisher, 7 mana, 8/6 Menace. It's a bit too expensive. As far as green and white cards, we don't really have anything. As far as good cards in this pack, we don't really have anything. There's a Mishra's Research Desk, which, like, maybe this is decent even if we don't have access to the Unearth here. This card is just way too slow. This card is, like, fine in red aggressive decks, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Research Desk here and see if that's where we end up being. Disfigure and Giant Cindermaw and Goblin Blast Runner. We didn't see any of these in Monday's draft as much as I would have liked them. This is very good in green-white Artifacts ETBing. I've yet to draft that deck, and I feel like I just want to try to draft that deck. I mean, Epic Confrontation's also pretty good. We're not married necessarily to the Steel Seeker in green, so, like, could take, like, a Disfigure or even a Giant Cindermaw to go with this, but then it's, like, red-white, and that's more aggro. I think I might take the Confrontation. There are a lot of ways you can go with this pack. This might even wheel. This card's not great in the format, but it might wheel. I think I'm going to take the Confrontation here. There are a lot of ways you can go with that pick. Because now we see a Pendragon Strongbow. It's also a Mightstone's Animation. There's a Perimeter Patrol, Honor Guard, and Excavation here. So this is the kind of card that really underwhelms in this format, but there are fun things you can do with it. I mean, you create 3 artifacts, just like the other 6 mana card that we saw in the last pack. There's also just a Perimeter Patrol, which gives a little bit of a buff for artifacts and is a creature. And right now we have Epic Confrontation and Steel Seraph, which care about creatures. So I think I'm just going to take the Perimeter Patrol over that Excavation there. All right, seeing some good green cards with Haywire Might. Iron Claw Crusher is not bad. Giant Growth is pretty good, but I think I'm going to take the Haywire Might. It is a creature and it is an artifact, so both of those things are pretty good. So we'll go ahead and take this one here. And then we see an Energy Refractor or an Iron Claw Crusher here. I think I'll take the Refractor. This card is just a little bit too expensive for me. I mean, I would probably play one if like the last one wheeled, which I doubt it will, but the Refractor is just pretty good in this style of deck. Here's a Giant Growth and a Blanchwood Prowler. We're not really married to white necessarily, especially if we're going big. So we could be like blue-green or something, or even like black-green with Butcher. The Prowler. Let's take the Butcher and see if black-green is open. This card is not great. This card is not great. This card is not great. This is the best card here. So I'm just going to take it because everything else is really not good. And the Energy Refractor wheels for some reason, so I'll take that. Killzone Acrobat versus Fog of War. I'm not playing either of these in this deck. Razor Maw is good in black-green. Okay. Okay. Black-green artifacts, ETB slash ramp graveyard everything. Who knows? Let's do something different here. Disciples of Gix is good with nothing so far. Giant Growth. Okay. What do we open? Hall of Tagsin. Maybe it wheels. Not right now. I see an Argothian Opportunist. I'm going to go ahead and take that. Ooh, it's an Overwhelming Remorse too. I didn't see that. This is just too good for our deck, right? Yeah, 3 mana 3/2 makes an artifact for things like Steel Seeker is a creature instead of this not being a creature. So I'm going to take the first Opportunist over the first removal spell there. And probably just looking at this as a 6 mana 5/4 flying text box and not really looking to cast it for its prototype version in our deck. But that's okay, it's still very good as that card. Simian Simulacrum Obstinate Baloth. Well, that's an interesting pick. Stop. This is a good card with Disciples of Gix. It's an artifact, and it's a creature. I mean, I love Obstinate Baloth, don't get me wrong, and not Epic Confrontation, but I'm going to take the Simian Simulacrum here. I almost lost to this in the pre-release. Symmetry Matrix. Are we making 1/1s? We have a Haywire Might. We have a Perimeter Patrol. We have a Burnished Heart. I don't think we're doing that. I think Emergency Weld is what we want here. Yeah, I'll take first copy of Emergency Weld. Diabolic Intent is cute with things like Sibling Rivalry. And it's fine with things like Haywire Might and the creature off of Emergency Weld. But everything else it's not great with. What else are we taking? Sigil of Valor is like a win con. 2-drop and Tomical Honor Guard. Don't really like much here. I doubt we're playing this. I'm just going to take the 2-drop over the Diabolic Intent. Deathbloom Ritualist, Epic Confrontation, Goring Warplow. Okay, and Energy Refractor as well. Let's take the Ritualist here. Yeah, maybe we could do some big stuff. This is a way to splash Steel Seraph's prototype version too, but at that point in the game, we don't really need that. Chromatic Lantern, no. Steel and Oil, Mine Worker. I guess Steel and Oil, but like I have not been impressed by that card at all. Another Disciple. A Blanchwood Prowler for Self-Mill. What do we care about going to the yard? Things like Simulacrum and Ritualist cares. Butcher cares. That's a good reason to care. Emergency Weld is another combo. So yeah, we'll take first Blanchwood Prowler here. Another giant growth, aeronaut's wings, worker. I mean, we haven't seen any boulder branch golems. That's something I really want. They've seen all the Mightstone animations. This would be a good Mightstones animations deck. Should we be blue-green? Possibly. I mean, we could have had all of the power plant tower mine workers, but there's just not a good reason to do that. Oh my gosh, we are the only green drafter at this table. Holy moly. Baloth and Epic Confrontation Wield. Wow. Could we go mono green here? Wait, Blanchwood Armor, could we go mono green? I just basically confirmed we're the only green drafter. Huh. Maybe we can. Look, Epic Confrontation, third to last pick. So what are we giving up on? Emergency Weld, Butcher, Stalker. We weren't likely not even playing this, and Ritualist. I mean, it's possible. It's already 19 cards. Huh, we could potentially be mono green here. Gotta get some big chonkers, though. What's our curve look like? Yeah, not too bad. Well, let's see. So if we're mono green, we're looking at Soul Guide Lantern. If we're black green, we're looking at Disfigure. We're not doing this, I don't think, right? Yeah, probably not. We don't really have great reasons to be black, necessarily. I'm going to take the Disfigure here, though. There's another Steel Seeker. This Sprite might wheel. We have a lot of artifacts. Let's take the Steel Seeker here. Honor Guard, Wasteful Harvest. All of the animations. Guess we'll take the 2-drop. Perimeter Patrol, Ironclaw Crusher. Maybe that's better. Yeah, let's go Ironclaw Crusher here. We could just be like mono green Stompy potentially. I do like me a Mask of the Jade Crafter. That's a fun one. I've not had the chance to play with this. This card's really good. We could potentially play this too if we had to in mono green. Ideally not, but okay. Maybe we could take our first monocolored deck here. I mean, we are the only green drafter, so what's our creature count looking like? 16. But if we cut this, 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 and this, then we're down to 14. But that's still okay. With a lot of artifacts for double Steel Seeker. Sigil of Valor's pretty good win con. We don't have any flyers. Here's one. No trample. Giant Growth doesn't give trample. Wish it did. So we're looking at 24 playables right now. So this is a mono green deck. Another Epic Confrontation? Yeah, sure. What is that? Nope. Sure. Hoarding Recluse is probably fine to play in this deck. We could probably do a Takasia's Dig Site as well, considering we're just playing mono green. That might be better than a Hoarding Recluse. I think this is better, just because it adds value to our land slot. We've already got playables. Guy's Gift, sure. We're going to have to make cuts in a monocolored deck. How crazy. That's probably one of them. I mean, this is pretty good in mono green. It's about the only spot you want it, really, right? Another Blanchwood Armor. There's also Soul Guide Lantern here. I'm going to take the Soul Guide Lantern. I don't think we need two of these. One is probably just fine. Argothian Sprite, great pickup. All right. We've gotten there on our first monocolored deck of the format. I'd love to see it. I don't think we're playing any of this. Okay, another 3-mana 3/3. It's probably fine. It's probably better than like Razor Maw. We don't really care about the graveyard anymore. All right. I think black-green was also pretty open, but you know, look, again, I'm not here to completely maximize my win rate every single draft as much as I possibly can. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to show you all different decks. I mean, the monocolored decks in these formats, I think, are real. The mana advantage of playing this. I mean, we could probably go 15 lands, considering we're never going to get mana screwed. Color screwed, should I say. Maybe 16 once we look at our curve. Let's see here. I mean, maybe the Razor Maw is not good enough just because we don't care about the mill. Yeah, all the other creatures look okay. I doubt we need 3 giant growths, right? Is Sigil of Valor good? I mean, Sigil of Valor makes every single one of our creatures an enormous threat. Epic Confrontations seem good. Gaia's Gift seems good. Energy Fractor's fine with double Steel Seeker. Master the Jade Crafter I want to try out. Blanchwood Armor with 14 Forests. Let's cut the Razor Maw. Down to 15. Burnished Heart. Another artifact. Again, really good with double Steel Seeker. Do we need 3 giant or 2 giant growths? This is just 15 lands too. Is this good? I mean, it's kind of like top end for us. It's really good with Seraph. It's like a 7-mana 8/6 kind of. Could also be a 4-mana 2/5. I'm not sure we care about the graveyard enough for that. We've already got 5 other 2-drops. And then one more cut here. "14 creatures." Maybe the Sigil's not that great, but again, it's a... How about the Blanchwood Armor? This opens up so many... I think the cut's between one of these two here. The Blanchwood Armor is on average going to give like +5/+5 to something, which is pretty good. Soul Guide Lantern, I think it's fine to keep in. Double Giant Growth is probably okay. This is kind of slow, but that's okay. Whenever this attacks alone, I'm going to try to cut that. Run 15 lands. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Again, with 15 lands, we just need to draw 5 or 6, and we're good for the rest of the game. Don't have a ton of mana sinks, and with 15, I mean, I'm the king of drawing too many lands, so we'll still have plenty. Alright, I don't like the fact that we're in the match, but not in the match yet. Usually means some sort of glitch. Or like someone's Or my internet is bad or something. Okay, well, we are in with a keepable hand here. Steel Seeker on 2, and then we can kind of play some artifacts, do our thing. Alright, I'm worried about Disfigure here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Sprite, so next turn I can go Steel Seeker, and then Soul Guide Lantern, so I can still get value off of it. Because... Nice, they're missing lands. So what I'm going to do is go Steel Seeker into Soul Guide Lantern. I know I don't get the value of... yeah, I'll reveal it. Don't get the value of exiling a card from a graveyard, but got the value of drawing a card, so that's also pretty good. Next turn we can Steel Seeker, Energy Refractor. Potentially draw 3 cards. Alright, they did find their green, so we have a game. Okay, they're going to search for more green, make sure they have the other mana set up for the future turns here. This can sacrifice to make a 2/2. Which they'll probably do, I think. Okay. We can exile their graveyard with this. Do we want a Gaia's Gift? That doesn't seem great enough. We need bigger things. That's probably fine. This can't be blocked right now. I think I can activate this in response to Unearth. So, that's good. Oof. Okay. And they still have priority, which means they have a giant growth in hand. Which means I can't double block. I mean, I could, but it's not good for me. So they get to draw a card. If they have giant growth. I'm playing 15 lands, huh? I think I want to draw the card here. I mean, this is a little slow right now. Next turn, I'll probably trade the Sprite for their Giant Growth. I don't think I can continually keep taking that. Alright, Mr. Giant Growth, come on. I told you I was one to draw more lands than I'm supposed to. I mean, we've already drawn 8. We only have 7 left out of the last 24 cards in our deck. No attacks. Okay. Alright, so I've traded Perimeter Patrol for a Giant Growth again. Yeah, probably so. Get it out of their hand here. Okay, so there it is. But I knew I was doing that. They don't draw a card at least. Honor Guard, yep. And I can trade one of these for an Honor Guard, and I have blocks here, so they don't have great plays right now on board, but they could have more tricks in hand. Yeah, I mean, I'll still trade. I mean, I still have a trigger off of the other one, so I don't want them drawing more cards. Alright, make a 3/3. Epic Confrontation. I can kill their Gix, or I could just play a big 4/6. Could also play a 2/5 and then Epic Confrontation down their Gix. This is a way to win the game playing. But if we play this and they have removal for it, what do? We block this one, take 2, they draw another card. We can kill this next turn. Maybe not though if we leave the Steel Seeker behind. Alright, I'm gonna hope they don't have removal here. Sure, I'll take my 9th land. I could attack. I think I will. Doubt they'll block. Okay, trade it off, I guess, yeah. Need to dodge removal here, basically. And they haven't really had it so far. They used 1 confrontation already. They didn't have any instant. Well, they've have 2 removal spells down here already. No, not confrontation. They had a bushwhack. Okay, Gwenna. Must be nice to have all these rares. Let's see if they get priority here. They don't. Okay, so I'm good to go. That seems pretty good. Good to go Epic Confrontation on Gix, more than likely. And now they don't have good blocks here. Attack with a 10/5. They could chump. Could make a So I can make a 4/4? That seems pretty good on this board, especially if they take 10. If I make a 4/4, that's pretty good. Yeah, they'll just chump here. Next turn we can 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we can make a 7/7 and energy refractor, or just energy refractor draw into more cards and stuff. I'm just gonna hold on to this. This can threaten to make like a 9/9 and a 7/7. And they just have to deal with so many things on our side now. Gwenna is a good one, but... Oh, come on. And it exiles. Alright. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, and you get back Gix. Must be nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have 4 lands left in our last 17 cards here. Alright. I see how it is. I'm playing 15 lands for a reason. Okay, you get to draw a card, I guess. Gosh, that exile of the Jade Crafter was so bad for us. Oh, man. So is that. Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, it's the best land we could have drawn, I guess. What does this do? They get to basically dump their whole hand and cast stuff for free off the top of our deck now. This could be dumb. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that was a card I wish I could have gotten. I mean, I guess. Alright, so we had a window there, and they found their way out of it with, you know, Gwenna, Gix, Skyfisher Spider, Boulder Branch Golem, exiling our Jade Crafter. Alright, so we have to chump now. And we have to die now. They have 3 Bushwhacks in their deck. Alright, well, I think this deck is pretty good. Let's see if we can, I don't know, win with it. Okay, we go first with a fine enough hand here, I think. We obviously need a land, but that's okay. We have Burnished Heart on 3 if we find one, and then we're off to the races as far as land goes. Could play this on 4 if we need to as well. Goblin Blast Runner. Well, that sucks. So much so that I kind of want to kill it. But we have an Honor Guard here, so... just going to play the Honor Guard now. And then hope that our 15 lanes don't come back to bite us in a different way this time. Last time we drew too many of them. Now we're going to draw too few of them. Okay, good old black-red. Nice. Okay, do we want to kill one of their creatures or just play a mask here? See if they get priority. They don't. Could have killed one of these. I mean... guess I'll do that one. Gotta watch out for this vermin, because when it dies it can kill one of these things. But I'm gonna do this. And try to get the value out of activating it here at some point. Make sure we don't die to red-black aggro, because lots of people do in this format, in case you hadn't figured out. Except the people that play against me when I play red-black aggro. They don't die a lot. Okay, now they can sack their vermin, kill our might. Oh, pretty good. And we can't even use it to kill their altar, so yeah, look at them doing their things. Okay, well I need the mana from Burnished Heart, so I'm going to activate that now. Okay, so I don't know which one of these to kill here. Probably the Acrobat, I guess. No, probably the Infiltrator, because I can fight the Acrobat with my 3/3 and the Epic Confrontation next turn. They could turn this up. They could sacrifice... They're not going to, so... I guess I'll do this. They got options over there, that's for sure. Okay, it did trade. That's good. Mishra's Juggernaut. Yep. I think I do this and I kill their Killzone Acrobat. Could also just play the Honor Guard and then block here and here or something like that. Here and here. But then we don't have great Epic Confrontation targets. Okay. Do you have a way to use that? Didn't think so. Alright, so this has to attack, so we could trade with it. Probably will trade with it. Hopefully no combat trick. Okay, good. Take 5. And that is free, folks. So that is not good, to say the least. That's not going to do it. We got to get rid of that butcher, because that's just tap, deal 2 to me. Which means we're dead in like 3 turns, or less. I mean, you have another combat trick or something? Yes, you do. Can activate this for 3 and then do this. It trades. Well, oh no, are we just dead next turn? Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not dead, but we're very, very close to it. That's for sure. Doesn't get lifelink. Yep. It doesn't do it. I mean, these cards are good if they didn't have a 0 mana way to deal 2 damage to us every turn. And they draw their land, so now they can unearth and still activate the Butcher. Do this, sacrifice that, we go to 3, 2, 1, 0. All kinds of negative here. Sacrifice the altar, I think you got lethal. No, they didn't do it. Take 2. 3, 4. Die on upkeep. Yeah, so they kill us and then kill us on their turn. Alright, well, let's hope this deck is better than 0-3. I think it is. I mean, I think it is. Could be wrong, though. Okay, we're on the play here with, I mean, what looks like a good hand. Good curve. Got a decent little mono green curve. Sprite into Opportunist, or even Perimeter Patrol. And they'll start with a Wormlet here. Okay. Go to town. I mean, that is a clock. I'm gonna do this, because next turn we could play Opportunist and give it +1/+0, potentially. Maze Mine Tome, I'm not sure that'll save you. We'll see, though. Burnished Heart. Gosh, this card is so slow. I'm gonna... Okay, let's... Guess we'll get the trigger on the patrol here. I would like to fight the Wormlet before it gets Death Touch, but the problem with that is that this is basically our turn to do it. Because all they need is one more artifact to ETB, and there it is. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna get Tron on me. I'm gonna be so annoyed if that's the case. Okay. Looks like they have their own epic confrontation, probably. Oh, man. I don't want to do this into open mana now. Also, this thing has death touch, so like fighting is not great. Could just 2-for-1 ourselves. Confrontation, the Opportunist onto the Wormlet. But if they have any like instant speed artifact or something, then it gets really bad. So does attacking with this. We could play Soulguide Lantern pre-combat to guarantee that like Goblin Firebomb doesn't blow us out here. You draw a card, try to hit a land drop. Yeah, they just keep taking it. Try to hit a land drop here. No, but that's not bad. I mean, but if they keep taking all this damage, well, now it's bad. Okay. Alright, Blanchwood Armor on Argothian Sprite forces a block from the Wormlet, basically. Now, it's a 2-for-1, but it gets rid of their stupid Wormlet, and it stops growing. Okay. They don't want to get rid of this, it looks like. Oh my god. Alright. We can get it back. Get rid of their Maze Mind Tome. Which is better? Make sure they don't draw 2 more cards and gain 4 life, or just get a Argothian Sprite back. I don't think the Argothian Sprite back is that great, so I'm probably just gonna do this while they're tapped out here. Alright, at this point, if they're gonna... I mean, if... I have to get rid of this Teething Wormlet. I don't know if they'll block. I guess they will. Okay, well, let's just 2-for-1 ourselves then. This has been so frustrating. This has been so incredibly frustrating. They don't even have anything I want to kill. I don't care about any of this stuff. It doesn't really matter what we do. I mean, we're just dead. Stupid Rust Goliath. Teething Wormlet has gotten a counter every turn of the entire game. And these are just sitting in our hand doing stone cold nothing. Yeah, okay. Well, that sucked. Hope you all enjoyed that one. First mono-color deck in the format, at least. And maybe, you know what? Maybe it's not that great. Maybe it's pretty bad, to be honest. Granted, we were the only green drafter at the table, so I thought it was worth going for. But clearly not worth it in the end. So thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.